Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is Chapter 8 of Rapid Fate Online, and this one is titled For On's Sake. Oh, certainly, you said quickly, turning and leading them to a 5-top round table near the back of the restaurant. The boss is expecting you. I believe he has a special meal arranged for you all, you said politely with a bow.
Good.
The leader replied.
I like a polite girl who aims to please. You're ticking all my boxes right now.
Said as his grey eyes watched you intently.
Look after her as well, and I'll make sure you are handsomely rewarded.
You were taken aback by his statement, and a defiant side swelled within you. Don't talk to me like that. I'm not some pushover.
Do you know who I am?
The leader said as he towered over you. No, and I don't care, you shot back, crossing your arms across your chest and scowling up at him. He scoffed a little beneath his mask.
You know what? Maybe I do like a little bit of defiance.
You ignored him and turned your attention to the other guys that had sat down. Pardon my rudeness in not attending to your needs earlier. What can I get for you all to drink? You asked sweetly with a bright smile. The guys each gave you a drink name, and you turned and walked off again, completely ignoring the flirtatious guy with the mask on who thought he was Kingpin. Man, what the heck is up with the dude in the mask? You huffed as you walked up to the boss. Which one? He asked, looking up and out the door. The guy with Butterfly and the others, you said with a head jerk in the direction of the player that you were talking about. You looked out the door and squinted to see the player's name that was illuminated above his head. Swiftkill, you said. His name is Swiftkill. Oh, him, the boss replied with a smirk. You mean to tell me your panties haven't dropped at his name? Excuse me? You scoffed. Why would my panties be dropping for that overinflated ego? He's good with the ladies, the boss replied with a shrug. All the girls think he's sexy. Well, I don't. He's rude and condescending, you snorted. Well, anyway, it's nice to know they're here now. I'll start their dinner. Let them know their food will be out in about 20 minutes. Oh, and give them this bread for entree, the boss said, pointing his knife at the basket of bread nearby. Okay, you replied, picking it up and heading over to the bar to get the drinks before heading back to the table.
Thanks, baby.
Swiftkill said in a silky smooth voice as you put the bread down on the table. You ignored him and handed the drinks out to the other players, giving them a sweet smile as you did. You had purposefully forgotten Swiftkill's drink and left as soon as you had handed out the other beverages. This hotshot needed to be taught a lesson. He seemed amused that you'd forgotten his drink, and when you came back to refill some of the other players, he grabbed you by the waist.
You're cute,
He said lowly.
I think I like the way you play. Join my harem. I'll take good care of you.
Let go of me, you growled, yanking yourself away and trying to escape him, but he held on and stood up.
Come now. No need to fight me.
He said lowly with mischief in his eyes.
I'm just doing what's best for you.
You were about to start throwing punches when Butterfly stood up and reached across the table and grabbed Swiftkill's wrist. Let her go. Now, he said lowly.
Oh, you want a duel, Butterfly boy?
Swiftkill shot angrily.
Fight me if you want her.
I don't want her. I want you to leave her alone, he responded.
I'll leave her alone if you beat me in a duel.
Swiftkill replied coolly.
Outside, right now. Let's go.
Swiftkill let go of you and turned to face Butterfly. Fine, but it's going to be your loss, Butterfly replied casually as he walked past Swiftkill and out the door. Hey, sorry, you don't need to fight him because of me. I'm fine. I can hold my own, you said quickly to Butterfly as he passed you. I don't like how he's treating you. I'll teach him a lesson, Butterfly replied, not looking at you. Your heart fluttered slightly. What a gentleman. Swiftkill followed Butterfly outside, and they walked to a cleared area. A few people that were still outside at night all stopped to watch the pending duel.
You ready to step down from the #1 player spot?
Swiftkill asked Butterfly loudly as he swiped the menu open on his holographic screen, inviting Butterfly to a duel. Butterfly didn't even honour Swiftkill with a response, but just reached out and pressed the accept button on the screen.
Prepare to die.
Swiftkill called menacingly as he pulled out 2 small daggers. "Oh, he's a dual wielder," a girl from nearby said. "What's that?" you asked, looking at her. "It means he uses 2 attack weapons at the same time. That's so cool," she sighed dreamily. "Oh, found the panty dropper," you thought with an eye roll. You looked back at Butterfly, who was just standing still, sword in hand and a small circular shield in the other. He didn't look like he was ready for a fight at all. He bent forward slightly, his footing shifting, then suddenly shot forwards and disappeared, reappearing behind Swiftkill and straightening as his whip retracted back to a sword shape. "What the?" you whispered. Suddenly a big red defeated sign appeared above Swiftkill's head, and he burst into 1,000,000 crystals and evaporated. Side note, he did not die, he just gets sent back to the last saved spot in the game, which is probably back in his inn or something. Everyone watching was shocked. Whispers could be heard throughout the crowd. Some people were awestruck, some disappointed that they didn't get to see a flashy fight, while others were calling Butterfly a cheater. You were definitely in the awestruck category. How the heck did he move so fast? Butterfly turned and walked back to the restaurant, ignoring comments and questions as he headed back inside. As he neared you and walked past you, you hesitantly reached out and wrapped your fingers around his arm. He stopped and turned his still hood-covered head slightly towards you to show that you had his attention. And there ends Chapter 8. Bye-bye, Swiftkill. That was me with a voice changer, guys. I didn't just bring in some random robotic dude for that section, although I could have. Stay tuned for Chapter 9 coming tomorrow.